that's all right.
Yeah, I mean, ever since I followed him, and I actually found him by the map, which is pretty weird because he's in the same city as me, and so I found Dave, and he's just kind of like spoke to my inner business self, and a lot of other people. I'm just pointing out him obviously because he's in my neighborhood, and he's also, I think, one of the top people as far as just getting people excited about these kinds of things, which sometimes for someone like me, it can be really confusing because there's just so much stuff to learn. And, and it's hard to lose focus on exactly what, you're trying to accomplish. And so people that are in that social media, they can really help people like me take a situation and really focus in on what needs to be done.
Yeah.
And so that's what I'm at.
Awesome. And I see you just put the note in, Jessica. You got to go pick up the kiddos. I would love to talk to you a little bit more, and I'll probably send you a DM or something. Maybe we could, because of the Ohio connection. Yeah. Pleasure to meet you. Thank you for joining. If you got 5 more minutes, and I'll count it off. Maybe you could just talk about your experience with masterminds. We'll start with you, and then we can go to Damian then after that. So what has been your experience? How did you first hear about mastermind groups, and then what has been your experience since that? So.
Sure. Just learning about them, honestly. I went to school for business and marketing and realized that once I graduated that everything that they taught me was outdated. Not to diss marketing and business college universities, but realized all of it was outdated. So I went back to school for internet marketing through the University of San Diego, and the University Alliance is now what it's called, and realized that they were putting us in core groups of individuals in order to learn, because all of our sessions were podcasts. All of our teachers were people that were doing it in the industry, so it was huge to learn from them. And the core groups that they were putting us in, I found that there was a huge benefit. So, but I also know that, so we started, I guess, rewind a little bit. When I went to conferences, I met some people that you just naturally connect with and kind of like-minded, and ended up creating a group where we could bounce ideas off of each other, and realized too that you have to keep it small, but not too small. I mean, under 10 people in order for it to be beneficial. And just kept up with it. So some people may grow out of it, and some may, move on. But we've kept our core group of 10 individuals from all across the world in there that we're all experiencing the same issues. So we have Ravi. I don't know if you know Ravi. He works for Salesforce, and Mike Gingrich. He's actually in Indiana, which is the closest one. Jenny Brennan from she's in Ireland, and Tyler Anderson, he's in it, and he's from San Diego. But so all over, but our core group is stuck together and been able to bounce ideas and stuff from each other. So I think that's the biggest piece of it, is finding people that you can connect with that are like-minded and that will support you, and a place where you feel comfortable sharing ideas and bouncing things off each other, and to keep it small, just keep it under 10 people in order for you to be productive.
Thank you so much, Jessica. I really appreciate you joining us here and having the conversation. And I need to follow you here on Twitter and stuff. Maybe you can follow back and send some DMs back and forth, because I've got some ideas, and then maybe get some feedback too. So love to do that.
Nice meeting you both. Enjoy the rest of your week, and hope to connect soon.
All right, thanks a lot.
Have a good night.
All right, take care. All right, so how about you, Damian? Have you been a part of any mastermind groups, or are you familiar with the term?
I'm not really familiar with that. I was going to ask what that exactly is.
Okay, so Napoleon Hill, in his book Think and Grow Rich, talks about the power of a mastermind group. And if you've read that book, he just talks about how all the highest paid people, the most successful people of his time, like Carnegie, like Rockefeller, like who else was really big, Ford, and so on, all members of a mastermind group to some degree. So yeah, that's basically what he talks about in that book. And basically the idea of a mastermind group is just 2 or 3 or more people all working together on a common goal, or like just working together on each other's goals. And it's funny that she brought up the topic of mastermind group, because I'm actually trying to I'm actually part of a mastermind group inspired by New Media Expo. We're looking to gain new members and whatnot. Right now we're down to 3 and whatnot, but New Media Expo is like a conference that kind of got me onto Periscope, as a matter of fact, and that happened back in mid-April or whatnot. Then there's also the fact that I think I would like to just start a Blab, just generic mastermind as well. So that's another part of it.
Cool. I mean,
I don't know. It's a great concept, I think. And you know what, we're kind of getting close to 2 o'clock, but I'm just trying to think of what else I could ask you here, Damian, just because this was kind of scatterbrained.
Well, I'm just going to go off on the mastermind thing, and the thing about, you know, that I haven't been able to is to find people like you. You know, a lot of people I'll sit there and want to talk, you know, business with, and then all of a sudden they want to talk about the Kardashians, and I'm like, I don't care, you know what I mean? And so it's just about trying to find, you know, when you have a business, it's you know, it's running, it's hard to get out because you're constantly doing this. So now I think this is, you know, the start of something really cool. And I'm excited about it and looking forward to, you know, meeting people that, you know, have a lot of ambition and are following where they, what they have inside. And so a lot of people, I think, get caught up in the societies of TV and this and that. And so I like to, sometimes I'm at 1 o'clock in the morning still learning about something. And that's what I find passionate in.
I think that's the entrepreneur way, David. Like I think like true entrepreneurs are up until like.
That's it. So, yeah, I mean, and so exactly. I mean, I think this first Blab. You know, I'm gonna maybe talk to you offline, and we can work together and you know, see. There's so much opportunity with this that it's like it's kind of scary in a way, because it's like, well, where do you start? And here we are, we're starting, and so that's the most important thing that I'm happy about for myself, and I'm happy that you're bringing people on, and you invited me. Apologize for being late, but you know,
the fall is all mine, because I had your number. I just didn't know that I had your number and saved in there, and I probably saved it a weird way. So yeah, so that's all my fault. So I apologize for that. This is like the second interview I've done. So like,
cool.
It's a learning process, of course. Hopefully I'll get better as the weeks go on and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I've figured out I'm not the best periscoper yet.
I know I'm not the best periscoper for sure. So yeah, absolutely. But yeah, since I've got like all this background noise, it's just you and me at this point. Maybe we could chat a little bit over on the phone. I've got another phone call to make like right after this.
Get going here and get back on the computer, but let's plan to do this again soon.
Yeah, and I might give you a call right now if that's cool with you.
Okay. All right, thanks everybody.